Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're focusing on building our glutes and hamstrings in this workout. So if you're up for a challenge and a massive pump, screenshot that workout, get your butt to the gym, and let's get it going. First up, we have one of my favorite variations of hip thrusts for building the glutes, and that is 1 1/4 barbell hip thrust. So you will perform 4 sets of this exercise with a rep range of 8 to 10 reps and a goal of increasing that weight each set if you can. So these are a bit more challenging than a standard thrust because we are incorporating an extra partial rep at the top where the glutes are under the greatest amount of tension. So get into position, then come up for 1 full rep, go down 1/4 of the way, and then right back up. Make sure you are getting a good squeeze both times you reach the top, and then once you complete that 1/4 rep, go back down, and that is 1 full rep for this exercise. Do that 8 to 10 times, rest, add more weight to the bar if you feel you can, and go again until you have done 4 full sets.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay.
Next up, we got our first superset of the workout, starting off with braced single leg dumbbell RDLs. You will brace by lightly holding onto something to help keep you stabilized during the exercise, and then use your other hand to hold the weight. The goal here is to get as much glute contact as possible and also challenge our strength. So in order to achieve this, you want to make sure you are pushing your working glute back as far as possible each rep by slightly exaggerating that knee bend as you move down. This will help further that glute stretch. And then you will also be wanting to choose a challenging weight and increase that weight each set if you can. Keep your core braced, a nice neutral spine, and really focus on feeling your glutes through the movement. I know these can be tricky at first when it comes to actually feeling your glutes in this exercise, but practice does make perfect, and over time it will only get easier and easier to feel them working.
The sun is just a preheat for the night that's about to come. But I just lost my phone. And I don't know where to go. My friends are getting stoned. Somewhere on a boat. Though I feel alright. By drifter's side, strangers on the go. That's all I have to know.
Once you do both sides, put that dumbbell down and you will immediately get into lying leg curls. So I definitely recommend doing this superset right by the machine to make things easy, especially if you train in a busy gym. Now with this exercise, I want you to choose a challenging weight and use that each set with a goal of being around 8 to 10 reps. Working your hamstrings in the shortened position will most likely always be harder and weaker than your lengthened position movements. So doing this post RDLs, it is expected to be challenging. So that is why I suggest picking a good weight you know you will keep around that range and stick with it. We want solid contractions at the top of each rep and good control on the way down. Also try your best to keep those hips down and minimize that pocket space between your hips and the bench, but a little bit of curring is normal, especially as you go through your set. Your body naturally does this by recruiting other muscles to assist when your hamstrings begin to fatigue. You just don't want to overdo it by purposely forcing an arch. Lay flat, brace, do your best to allow your hamstrings to do all the work, and then you'll be ready for the next superset, which is using the Smith machine. We're starting off with deficit reverse alternating lunges. You will need to grab yourself a plate to stand on to create that deficit. Just a few inches is all you need to increase your glute range at the bottom. If you're newer to this exercise or don't have the mobility to make use of that deficit space, just do these standing on the ground. That is perfectly fine. I also wanted to note that if you would prefer to do these one side at a time to make stabilizing a bit easier, that is also fine. I like alternating when I'm doing constant flowing reps, which is what we're doing here, just to give each side a mini rest since the intensity is a bit higher, but either way is great. As long as you're getting those 8 to 10 reps on each side done, it doesn't really matter. So choose a challenging weight, keep that front shin vertical as you step back to minimize that quad drive, and then go low enough to get you into that deficit. Really focus on using your glute to drive you out of that pocket and repeat until you complete each set. Then to keep things nice and simple, lower that bar and use it to put your feet on for incline glute bridges. These are body weight tap and go reps, so you just want to tap the floor, go right back up, get a nice good squeeze, and do that for 25 reps. I really like this superset, and supersets like this where you're working the glutes in both their lengthened and shortened position, all in one set, challenging with both the deficit and higher rep work here to really burn out those glutes towards the end of the workout.
Let's drive a good time. Let's drive a good time. Good time. Good time. Let's drive a good time. Good time. Good time. Let's drive a good time. Good time. Good time. Let's drive a good time. Yes, time. Let's drive a good time. Good time. Good time. Let's drive a good time. Good time. Good time. Let's drive a good time. Good time.
And we are ending with seated hip abductions. I like to lean forward with these and use the machine in front of me to brace myself. I keep those reps flowing and aim for 15 to 20 reps. You may notice I always do high reps with these, and that's because my gym's machine doesn't go heavy enough for my strength and lower rep work. That is common for a lot of my strong peeps out there with certain abduction machines. So if that sounds like your machine, incorporate the pads on the side to increase your ROM. Use higher rep ranges to help adequately challenge your glutes. You could also incorporate pauses or slow eccentrics as well, but here I just opted for the higher rep work. 3 sets and you are done. If you are looking for more structured training, you can find my 12-week workout program in the description box below. If you enjoyed the workout, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more training like this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.
I just lost my phone.